Hey everyone, welcome back to another video and welcome to the first video on this new channel. This is gonna be my gaming channel. So starting off today, we're gonna be starting off with the rebuild of the Houston Texans, and let's just say right now they are a big dumpster fire. A lot of things are happening between Deshaun Watson and the crew. So yeah, we're gonna be starting off with the Texans. If you guys are enjoying these videos, hopefully you guys do enjoy the first one, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the new channel. But yeah, we know the big story. Deshaun Watson, all those big, I don't know, rape cases or whatever. Not even rape, just sexual assault cases. And this is what the team is looking like in real life. I try to get the team as close as possible with the players that are on the roster. So you're going to see a lot of the free agents that are on this team, like Christian Kirksey, Croomer Hill, who's another linebacker, Chris Conley, I think you guys saw. And yeah, this team doesn't have J.J. Watt anymore, so a lot of things are going to have to come together. Also, we got Shaq Lawson, I believe, in a trade. So, but I do want to trade away Deshaun Watson, even though, funny enough, the Niners just traded away their first-round draft picks just upcoming. So, but don't worry, this is a different universe, and we decide to trade away Deshaun Watson to the San Francisco 49ers, and I thought he'd be a perfect fit there. And let's just say, why not? Kyle Shanahan doesn't really care about the stories that are happening with Deshaun Watson. He wants that talented player. So we'll take our first this year, our first next year, and your great edge rusher in Nick Bosa. And thankfully, Madden has done a great job of doing the trade logic a lot better. So a player like Deshaun Watson would probably go for like 4 first-round draft picks, but unfortunately, Madden hasn't added that extra slot, which is really needed. Hopefully, it improves next year. But this is the trade. Deshaun Watson, 2 first-round draft picks, and the great Nick Bosa. And here we are, starting off the franchise by trading away our franchise quarterback. Alright, so we just landed Nick Bosa, of course, now the new edge rusher here in Houston. And hopefully things don't go bad, just like how things did with J.J. Watt. Although J.J. Watt won a lot of Defensive Player of the Year awards, but unfortunately wasn't able to get a Super Bowl. So right now the Texans are running a 3-4 scheme. A lot of undersized players in this scheme, but pretty much like in Madden, there's really no edge rush spot, which really sucks. So Nick Bosa will be playing outside linebacker in my scheme. I hope Madden changes that too. Like, just make it edge rusher. Like, really, like, sometimes like off-ball linebackers in this game are making like complete edge rush money, and I just don't get it. Especially if like the right outside linebacker spot, contracts are just broken there sometimes. They shouldn't be getting that much money, but Nick Bosa at a 90 overall. And this is how we're going to start off the season. We're 0-2. And by the way, I am just doing a regular draft class here. This is TGF's, yeah, that franchise guy's franchise or draft board. So shout out to him. Great guy. Love watching him. He does great football on his channel. I don't know what that even meant, but he does great content there. Big shout out to him. But this is the draft class, and we thankfully now have a first-round draft pick because of the trade of Deshaun Watson. So I don't know. I would love to go quarterback. Right now, Tyrod Taylor's our starting quarterback. They signed him in real life. So also shout out to the floating phone there. Great job, Madden. But yeah, here's the schedule. It's basically a replica of everything that happened in real life. So as you can see, I force wins just to replicate the like the real life situation that all panned out. So at the end of the first season, you will see that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and that's pretty much it. So the Texans will have a bad record. So unfortunately, we're gonna give the Dolphins a great pick, just like in real life. So yeah, I also want to check out stats. That should be extremely fun. So yeah, hopefully you guys do enjoy the coach name as well. And as you can see there, Buccaneers beat the Chiefs. Not the same score, but close enough. So yeah, we finished 4-12. I think that's what they did in real life, if I got everything perfect. And the Jaguars just won 1 game. We have some contracts here. Not really interested. Guys they brought in this year. Mark Ingram, he's kind of washed up at this point. Dan Bailey, I don't know how he made to this damn roster, but Houston, that's another problem. Looking at our roster, it's not looking good. All right, we did the Texans did bring in Phillip Lindsay, so we do have a solid running back for the time being. And on defense, Bradley Roby went up in development, which is huge because I like him. And if he was stuck at star, he would be regressing. So that's big for us. Really big. Now let's check out some of the stats up on this year. 26 the offense. In the defense, okay, 27. So trash and trash. Tyrod Taylor threw 17 interceptions with 30 touchdowns. That's pretty awful. Running the ball, we cannot do that here in Houston. I mean, Philip Lindsay has 616 yards. Kiki QT led the team in yards and touchdowns, which is surprisingly. But I put him in the slot, and you know Madden, that slot cheese is really great. So hopefully he can maybe get development, although I don't think he got one. Sacks, Nick Bosa was 7.5, which isn't that much, but it's not bad. Lonnie Johnson got 3 interceptions as well, which is nice to see. And then Dan Bailey actually only missed 2 kicks. So he wasn't missing extra points, which is good news for us. So, yeah, we are not in a good position, and hopefully we are able to make some key changes going into the next seasons. But what really sucked is when I traded away Deshaun Watson, we were stuck in a bad cap situation. We couldn't even do anything in free agency. So we were done. And as you can see, Trevor Lawrence goes number 1 overall. We are sitting pretty at pick number 12. The Jets went Jamar Chase. They didn't grab a quarterback. Penei Sewell to the Falcons. Okay, that's interesting. Kyle Pitts to the Dolphins. Interesting. Eagles get Devontae Smith. And now, guys, this is before everything that's happened with all the trading. So I really couldn't control that. And plus, I can't really control real-life trades. So it's just the way it is. And here we are sitting at pick 12. And Zach Wilson didn't get drafted. How about that? So he's right there on the board. And I'm just thinking, hey, we have a chance here to secure a quarterback spot after trading away our quarterback. Now, I know Deshaun Watson wasn't happy, but hey, it's hard to really pass up on a talent like Zach Wilson. There are other quarterbacks like Justin Fields, other great players like J.C. Horn, but let's start off this new franchise with a new franchise quarterback, and let's select Zach Wilson out of BYU. Number 9 in true talent, so a good spot for him. 76 overall, good throw power, good speed and acceleration. I love this pick, and hopefully he can become the new franchise quarterback, and he will be a great one, hopefully. All right, so here's a recap of our draft. We of course took Zach Wilson in the first round, but then in the third round, we were able to grab Trey Hill, a hidden development center, which is really key, and I think he will be our starting center for the time being. Listen, this offensive line of Houston is horrible, so we got to upgrade that. We also selected Tardell Slayton out of LSU, a big nose tackle. Has poor stamina, but I really like that because it's a really creative draft class from TFG. Jalen Darden, one of my most underrated receivers. I love him, and so does TFG. So this guy is just a phenomenal athlete. I took this guy, Amen. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. I'm sorry. Don't want to butcher him because he's got a family. So I respect him. He's going to be a good player for us. He's got hidden development. We took TJ Vasher out of Texas Tech, who is a wide receiver, but hey, 6'6", can't really run good routes. So I'm like, hey, you're going to be our tight end for the time being. And we drafted 2 special teams players. We took Riley Patterson with hidden dev, and we took Max Duffy, a 27-year-old punter. So, yeah, there's our draft recap. And here we are starting off season number 2. The floating phone is still there. And you guys also saw we only had 48 players on the roster. And, yeah, I really couldn't do much with the dead money that went along with Deshaun Watson. So, yeah, we don't have much depth at the moment. We got a lot of bad contracts. The team isn't looking good whatsoever. All right, never mind. Trey Hill is going to play right guard for us. And then the defense, it's still pretty bad. It's still really bad. But hopefully we can make some big adjustments. And hopefully we can make some big key improvements after last season. I mean, we went 4-12. How bad can things really go into our second season? So, yeah, I just had to prove it out. Negative $21 million in cap space. Thank you so much, Deshaun. But, yeah, catch you guys at the mid-season point, and let's see how well the Houston Texans are doing. All right, so at the mid-season point, we are chilling at a record of 1-7 on the season. Wow, we suck ass right now. Houston is having a major problem. We have an average offense with, let's see, the worst defense that the NFL could put out there right now. All right, that is not good for people to watch in the stands. Zach Wilson, not bad of a season. Running game is nowhere to be found. It's went off to space. Jalen Darden doing a great job, though, as our slot receiver. How about offensive line? Tytus Howard, 8 sacks. That's still a lot, especially at the midseason point. Amen, though, at least. We have the guy who is our leader of the defense for the time being, because Nick Bosa has 3 damn sacks. 3. All right, Desmond King, 2 interceptions. We do have a lot of interceptions, though. And Riley Patterson, 3 kicks have been blocked. Oh, man, our special team sucks. Our offense sucks. Man, J.J. Watt and Deshaun Watson were the only great things about Houston. Oh, man. All right, well, we got to re-sign some key players on our team. Desmond King, Justin Reed, Philip Lindsay. I'm not sure I'm going to pay Philip Lindsay. I think Lindsay for running back is just a bit of an overpay, but we do need Desmond King. We do have the cap space, and I do want to give him a solid contract. So a 4-year, $50 million contract sounds good enough for me. And Justin Reed, 86 overall, great safety. I'm fine with the 5-year contract. Let's upgrade the money just a bit and get that around 48 over 5 years, and he will take the contract. Let's go, Justin Reed. So, yeah, I'm going to wait on these other guys. Not really interested. Kiki QT, we already have Jalen Darden, David Johnson. Not the same running back he once was. Darren Fells, he's old as hell. Sorry, Darren. Don't mean to attack you. Christian Kirksey, sorry, goodbye. And then Philip Lindsay, I don't want to pay a running back, so I'm going to let him walk as well. So we're 1-7 on the year. Let's see if we can, maybe change things at the end of the season. And we also see our development. Zach Wilson does have superstar development, which is nice to see. And we also got some development scenarios for Lonnie Johnson and Ross Blacklock. So both these guys were able to get their goals, and they got star development. They should be key parts of the team for years to come, hopefully. Ross Blacklock is like our only good defensive lineman on the team. So, yeah, it's going to be tough, but with some big development, maybe we can squeak out another win or two before the end of season number 2. All right, so we are now in the playoffs, as expected.
Oh, my goodness!
Are you serious? 1-15? You're telling me our only win of the season came against the damn LA Rams, where we intercepted Matthew Stafford twice? How? How did we just get one victory? After that, mid-season, situation there, we just went on an 8-game losing streak. Oh, that's awful. Oh my God, of course, the 49ers with Deshaun Watson are the best team in the NFL. This is tough. This is really bad. I thought Deshaun was going to do good. I didn't think he was going to go 12-4 good in his first season. So, yeah, we had the 20th ranked offense, which is bad, and then the defense is still a complete ass. All right. Zach Wilson, 18 interceptions, did worse than freaking Tyrod Taylor somehow. Running game was worse. Jalen Darden, thank you for putting the team on your back. Kiki Cutie, my goodness, 109 catches. How about the offensive line? 13 sacks from Tytus Howard. I guess. I think last season he did the same. Looks like Amon is our leading tackler, which is good. Nick Bosa with 5 sacks. Oh, 5 sacks from Nick Bosa. Riley Patterson. Okay, that's a good bounce back. After he missed 4 kicks. Only ended up missing 5 for the rest of the year. All right, not bad, but the team just isn't doing good right now. I mean, if you win one game, we almost went 0-16. All right, here's Deshaun, 34 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Those are MVP years, or MVP numbers from Deshaun Watson. He's already up to a 95 overall with the morale up to a 98. Yeah, he's damn happy that he's out of Houston and all those sex allegations. Okay, so, yeah, we just got to move on. I mean, 1-15, at least we didn't go 0-16, so here we are. We're starting off the offseason strong. We are trading for Montez Sweat, a first-round draft pick this year, Brandon Cooks, and Ryan Finley. They didn't even have a quarterback on the roster, so I'm like, okay, we'll take Montez Sweat, and then Shaq Lawson, Charles Omenihu, and a second-round draft pick for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So, Yeah, you guys probably didn't see it, but the Niners won the Super Bowl. Like, the first year Deshaun Watson was in as a 49er, he won the Super Bowl. Funny enough, he is wearing number 16, which was Joe Montana's number. As you can see here, we're picking up some fifth-year options. Listen, although Tyus Howard has struggled a bit, I still want to keep him. But this is what the team is looking like. I signed Kerryon Johnson in the offseason. We signed both Russell Gage and DJ Moore. Sorry that I didn't show you guys any of the our signings. That part of the video got cut out, but we did make some improvement on the offensive line. We signed Jordan Mailata as our left guard. And on the defense, we traded for Montez Sweat. We have Nick Bosa. And with those moves, I moved over to a 4-3 defense. So hopefully get things going in our defense. We also signed Chris Barnes because I wanted to move Zach Cunningham to outside linebacker. And Chris Barnes wasn't asking for too much money. So I'm like, all right, perfect. Chris Barnes could be our Mike linebacker in this defense. Zach Cunningham playing more of that weak side spot. And then we got Amon at the right outside linebacker spot. And in our secondary, Desmond King went up to superstar, which is great. So now we have 2 superstar corners along with Justin Reed. So really great to see. And here's a recap of our draft. So in the first round, we took Braden Galloway, 79 overall. Incredible talent. But you guys will see the players I did miss out on. So here's Mike Gordon, a great center. Just helping out that offensive line. We needed a need at center. I know I couldn't move Trey Hill there, but I was like, you know what, let's just take the center. We drafted Phil Downing in the 3rd round. I thought he'd be a great tight end for us. New starter potentially, but we do have Alden Tate. Took another backup lineman here, hoping that he would have hidden, but Ben Campbell, still a good player. Backup linebacker Craig McCoy, very fast, 88 speed. I love speed out of my linebackers. Great pick there. And then J.C. Richardson, just another receiver for depth out of Ole Miss. Great speed. Got to work on the hands, but that's all right. And I took a bruising fullback, J.J. Dillon. Might be the brother of A.J., but, you know, their skin colors aren't really the same, so I don't even know. But maybe they're cousins. All right, so here's the player I missed out on, Devon Jordan. I traded out of the first overall pick because I really wanted a D tackle. I just didn't know who to take. So I'm like, okay, I'll take Braden Galloway. Great player and all, but Devon Jordan, superstar X Factor. I'm like, how do they know this stuff? And then the Buccaneers took Junior Bonds, who was like the second coming of Warren Sapp. I mean, literally out of Miami. Oh my God, I just realized that. So this dude named Junior Bonds. I'm like, you know, he can't have good hit dev. Superstar development. And then Cameron Gibson, thankfully had normal. But all these guys were able to pass rush, which was really great to see. So was happy about that. Here's a quarterback, Sebastian DeMarco. Really fast, 89 speed for a quarterback. Should be the new guy there in Pittsburgh. I was thinking about taking a safety potentially in Cameron Pierce. Great speed at the position, but I was like, safety really isn't the biggest need. And yeah, I ended up taking Brendan Galloway. Why do I keep saying Brendan? It's Braden Galloway. He's a great player, just doesn't have that hidden development. It's really going to slow down his progression in the NFL. Another player I thought about was Daniel Ramirez, but offensive linemen really don't get hidden devs, so it was really hard for me to justify that pick. And then how about Quan Reddick? The Raiders love their fast guys, and 97 speed is that fast. So he was a guy I was thinking about, but we really didn't need a receiver. Thankfully, I thought this guy was going to have a better hidden development, but thankfully for us, it's just star dev, so I can live happily. So that's that. The team got a lot better, though. Free agency, team's looking a lot better. We're getting up there in overall. Zach Wilson is superstar development. And here's the roster for season number 3. Jalen Darden's still going to be their guy in the slot, but the offense is a bit more improved. Better offensive line, better receivers, better tight end, better everything. Better running back for the sim. Defense is a lot better, I would say. The linebackers are great, but the defensive line is a bit shaky, especially in the interior. So I also started Rasul Douglas just to play maybe slot cornerback for us. Love having 3 great corners. So yeah, let's see how things go this time, and hopefully we can improve after that horrible 1-15 season. Alright, so at the midseason point, we are 5-2 on the year. Way better than we did last year, by the way. by a long shot. But the Jaguars, they have Trevor Lawrence, so they are 6-1 on the year. Right now we have an average offense and an average defense pretty much, so hey, at least we are 5-2 on the year. Zach Wilson, 20 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Still a lot of interceptions, but I will take 20 touchdowns for sure. Running game looks a lot better. The receiving game looks a whole lot better. Auden Tate is leading in yards. Offensive line's playing great. Chris Barnes is leading the team in tackles. How about sacks? Not much production, but I'll take 4.5 from Montez Sweat. Plenty of interceptions, and Riley Patterson has not missed a kick yet. So we're doing some great things, and now we got to re-sign some players. I like to decline fifth-year options because I want to sign these guys right away. So a guy like a Nick Bosa here, I'll give him a big payday here. 6 years, $130 million. Well deserved there. Montez Sweat, all of these guys, Lonnie Johnson, are guys I do want to keep. I decided to let go of all these other veterans, and I started off with Montez Sweat after that. So want to give him a good contract, a 5-year, $70 million offer, but he didn't take it. So we'll have to come back to him later. Lonnie Johnson, though, is a guy I do want to keep now that he does have star development. 79 overall with star is perfect. And then Bradley Roby, just because he's still in superstar development, I think he'll be fine for the time being. So 1 year, $11 million contract, I think is fair enough for him. And of course, we have Titus Howard. Not the best lineman, but hey, star development. He'll be easier to upgrade, so I decided, give him a bigger payday, give him $6 million a year for over 3 years, so 18 over 3. And of course, we just got to get back to Montez Sweat, but hey, we're off to a great start here in our season number 3. Alright, so after starting 5-2 on the year, we didn't make the playoffs. How disappointing. We finished the year 8-8. I am so why? 5-2 after that Jaguars. We beat the Jaguars. Losing streak. L. You can't spell Houston without a W or an L. And this team cannot win these damn football games. Alright. Got my just mad stress out of the way. Here's the AFC picture. Barely missed out. And yeah, we just sucked. We sucked throughout the second half of the season. Can we just take a look at the damn stats now? Zach Wilson led our team to the 4th best offense. Defense is still pure trash, giving up 6,000 yards. All right, offense. Zach Wilson, 42 touchdowns, 19 interceptions. Can you stop throwing the ball to the other team, please? 19 interceptions is pretty bad. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, that's a better season than we see from Philip Lindsers, out of all people. Jalen Darden still being the great receiver he is. We had 3 1,000-yard receivers, and we couldn't get the job done. We really couldn't. Auden Tate had a great season for a tight end. Offensive line, Laramie Tunsil, Titus Howard are like the best revolving doors in NFL history. Defense, hey, Chris Barnes, you came play, baby. Let's go. 6.5 sacks for Chris Barnes. How about that? Montez Sweat, 7.5 sacks. Nick Bosa, nowhere to be found with 5 sacks. Come on, Nick, dude. Big Dick Nick, dude. We need your energy. Pause. All right, Chris Barnes had 3 interceptions as well, along with Rasul Douglas. Bradley Roby, and I forgot the other name. Probably Desmond King. Riley Patterson only missed 2 kicks. Keep on kicking the ball really nicely there. I'm just frustrated. How? 5-2 on the year, and we missed out on the playoffs. Tom Brady back on the Patriots. This is Madden. He would never go back there, right? All right, Zach Wilson in top 5 MVP. I'm surprised he's even up there. Hey, at least you beat Deshaun. Proved Deshaun wrong, even though he's already won a Super Bowl. Okay. All right, well, this is the end of season number 3. Hopefully we can do better things in season number 4. But hey, before we go to the offseason, how about Deshaun Watson giving Houston the biggest middle finger in NFL history? This dude has won back-to-back Super Bowls. Back-to-back. And the Chiefs just got shut out by the Niners in a rematch. Oh my! Patty Mahomes ain't doing Patty things. Okay, so this is post-commentary. And by the way, this is one of the greatest runs I've ever seen from an NFL team. You're telling me they've scored 40 points in every playoff game except for the Super Bowl, and the Super Bowl they had a shutout. That is unbelievable. Green Bay, you're pissing me off as well. Another NFC loss, or NFC Championship loss to the 49ers. Okay. No, this was insane. Deshaun Watson on the Niners is just crazy. Throughout this whole playoff run, he did not throw an interception. That is crazy. He in the first matchup, he threw 4 touchdowns. I guess in the division round he threw 5, and he threw 4 more here. So you're telling me Deshaun Watson has thrown 13 touchdowns, no interceptions, and then here comes the Super Bowl. I mean, just unbelievable. I had to check this over again. He threw 4 touchdowns, then threw 5 touchdowns, and then the Super Bowl, how about 2 touchdowns, no interceptions? So this man threw, what's the math on that? Hold on, 5 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2. He threw 15 touchdowns and no interceptions in this playoff run. Like, what? How? All right, well, Zach Wilson, after throwing 19 interceptions, he goes up to Superstar X Factor. You love to see that. I mean, I wish he could play like it maybe, not throw so many interceptions, but I will take it. And the great Jalen Darden, my dude, you might be an 81 overall, but you are playing like a beast right now. That slot cheese in Madden, I will take it every single day of the week. On the defensive side of the ball, Chris Barnes, superstar development. You love to see it. So happy I signed Chris Barnes. In real life, I love him on the Packers. Great undrafted player for the Packers. I will admit though, the Packers, they might not be able to draft all the time, but they can find some great players like Tramon Williams, and I think that's pretty much it. So, yeah, Deshaun Watson gets traded and basically wins 2 straight Super Bowls. You can't write a better storyline than that. And, yeah, I think the head coach of the Houston Texans is completely right. Deshaun is innocent. He is not the problem. He is the one that is creating dynasties out here in Madden. So, in the offseason, I decided to cut Zach Cunningham. I know the Texans gave him a big contract in real life, and I made this move because free agency was insane. And this is the second straight year that Jair Alexander was here, but I didn't want to sign him. But I'm like, hey, if we want to make that Super Bowl push, I'm going to give him a bag. Like a bag. Like, I did downpay him, but a 6-year, $100 million contract. Hey, hopefully we can land Jair Alexander, and we do just that. 99 overall quarterback now on the team. This is what the team is looking like. And I decided to leave that linebacker spot open. I want to get cheaper and younger there. It's not that Zach Cunningham's bad. It's just the money. And if I could draft players that can potentially not cost so much, then it would help us in the long run. So we are now 4 deep at corner with Jair, Bradley Roby, and Desmond King. Yes, they're all short, but as some people say like me, size doesn't really matter. So here, I take another short cornerback, 5'9" Anthony Wall. Something we have in similarity. Landon Callaway, a hidden depth center, which is really nice. Also, our first round draft pick was a linebacker. I forgot his name. Hopefully it'll show up. It's Pitts. Yep, not Kyle Pitts, but a Pitts. And he's going to play off-ball linebacker for us in our defensive scheme. And then we just drafted a lot of depth players later on. So, guys like Terrence Molden, they'll be our edge rusher in our 4-3 defense. I actually like what he brought to the table. I drafted Tyson Rubin, just another offensive lineman. I love drafting offensive linemen in the draft for depth. Another wide receiver, Jermaine Logan, 68 overall. George Rogers, another edge rusher. He can do it all a bit. I like him. And then Bryant Atkinson. Just need a backup quarterback that could be on a good 4-year cheap rookie contract. So that is our recap of our next draft. And here we are heading into season number 4. And the team is looking a lot better. We got guys now, Zach Wilson, Superstar X Factor. We have a great running back for the simulation. A lot of great receivers. At the tight end spot, we have Auden Tate. He went off last year. And I moved Landon Callaway to left tackle because Laramie Tonto is going into a contract year. So I thought, hey, maybe we could try to make a move where we could save even more money. So defense is looking great. We added we still have Brendan Galloway, Ross Blacklock. Devin Pitts is the guy now at the outside linebacker spot. He had 90 speed, so I was like, yo, let's go. Like I said, secondary is short, but size doesn't matter. We have Justin Reed and Lonnie Johnson. So here we are for season number 4. Can we finally make it back to the playoffs? Oh boy, where have I seen this before? 5-2 at the midseason point. We are tied for first in the division between us and the Texans. Offense is doing great. We're 4th in the NFL. How about that defense? All right, 12th, not bad. All right, 12th rated defense, so above average. Zach Wilson, 16 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Still kind of like interceptions, but hey, I'll take it. We're doing great thus far. Hopefully, I don't get my hopes up too high. Kerryon Johnson has 6 rushing touchdowns. Okay, these stats are crazy. DJ Moore, I put this dude in the slot. I want to see what he can do. Jalen Darden, stats are taking a bit of a hit because he's not playing the slot. DJ Moore, I want some more, dude. Putting up some great numbers. 9 touchdowns already at the midseason point. Sacks, Nick Bosa leading the team with 3.5. Where's the pass rush on this team? Jeez, come on, Texans. All right, interceptions. We got a lot with players with 1, so not too many there. Riley Patterson, 7 for 7. Good to see there. So we move on 1 week because I forgot to sign some players. So here's some of the guys I do want to bring back. There are a lot of extra guys that we don't really need, but I do want Enroll Thompson because he's a really good depth linebacker and he's extremely cheap for 2 years. John Reed decided to walk away up there in age, but Jalvin Gildry, one of the fastest guys in the NFL, decided to give him a good 3-year deal. Todd Gurley, no, unfortunately. Ross Blacklock, I thought about it, but I'm like, I don't know just yet. Along with Laramie Tunsil, he's a great tackle, but I really wanted to save some money. And of course, I do the Packer thing and sign a running back instead of our offensive lineman. But hey, we need Clyde Edwards-Helaire for the simulation, all right? So, Laramie Tunsil, I'm sorry. You might not get the contract. So, hey, it is what it is. We drafted Landon Callaway for a reason. So, yeah, here we are advancing to the end of the season, and we finally did it. We made it to the playoffs at 11-5, and we won the AFC South. How great for us. And our schedule was really well. I believe we were, we were 5-2, and then we just saw we were 6-2. So we, only lost 3 games, thankfully, to end the year. But hey, we went on a 3-game winning streak. So happy about that. And right now we're rolling hot into the playoffs. So just got done destroying the Colts 45-21. Our offense is cooking right now. Second best offense in the NFL, and that defense is 20th. Okay, respectable, but still below average. Zach Wilson, 41 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. It just looks like he's going to throw double-digit interceptions every year. Sad way to go. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, tongue twister, got over 1,000 yards, which I love to see. I will definitely take that along with 10 touchdowns. DJ Moore, I want some more, baby. 107 catches, over 1,700 yards. And did I see that correctly? 21 touchdowns for the man out of Maryland, DJ Moore. That is some of the greatest stats I've ever seen from any wide receiver. Like, catching 15 touchdowns is insane. 21 touchdowns in a season. This dude had to put up some Randy Moss's numbers. So I had to look through his season stats. He had a Randy Moss stat line last week. Are you kidding me? That's the greatest stat line I've ever seen in Madden. 3 catches, 106 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Oh my God, I cannot believe that. That is an insane stat line. That he pulled a Randy Moss in Madden. That's so hard to do. Like, that's crazy. Okay, I'm just still shocked. 3 catches, 3 touchdowns. Oh my God, the Colts got cooked. All right, well, thankfully we still got 4 more years of the Morster because I want some more. All right, I'll stop being a little bit cringy. All right, offensive line, Tyus Howard, 7 sacks. Isn't bad. Allowed Chris Barnes going out the barns with almost 440 tackles. How about sacks? Can we get to double digits? Thankfully, Nick Bosa gets there with 10 sacks. Love to see it. Montez Sweat, Braden Galloway doing their job on the defensive line. And then Bradley Roby, 4 interceptions. Love to see it. Desmond King with 2 picks and Jair Alexander had 2 picks as well. And how about George Rogers getting an interception? And Tordell Slayton, our fat defensive lineman who can do a great job of stopping the run, got an interception. Pulling Malcolm Butler's out here. All right, yearly award, Zach Wilson at number 2. Come on, Patrick Mahomes. Why? Patty Mahomes, man. Come on. All right, okay, I need to check the stats. Oh, okay, he threw for over 5,000 yards. All right, Mahomes, let me shut up. 46 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. I will take that. Oh my God, look at all these quarterbacks. Mariota and Trubisky getting starting jobs in the NFL. Yeah, Mahomes, those are just crazy numbers. But let's look at DJ Moore for a second, man. 3rd all-time in receiving touchdowns in a season behind the great Randy Moss and Jerry Rice. That's a lot of great company to be in, just saying there. So, yeah, absolutely crazy season from us, and I don't want it to end. Can we beat the Buffalo Bills in the playoffs? Please. They're 8-8, but we are at 11-5. We are ready. We are ready to make a run. Let's show what happened a few years ago. Let's beat the Bills. Come on. And we do. Let's go. We beat the Bills 31-17 in the wild card round. And we're going up against the Patriots here. And we have a breakout scenario. Looks like Amon got a Defensive Player of the Week award, which is really great to see. A breakout player here. Okay. Braden Galloway. Okay. Quite interesting. I really haven't seen these much in the playoffs especially. So, yeah, we were able to hold the Patriots, man. Let's go. Let's defeat. I'm pretty sure they don't have Tom Brady anymore. I think Brady is maybe gone, but looks like they beat the Titans. How about whoa? That's crazy. So just like a few years ago, it's a rematch of some of the things that happened in real life. But this time, you know, we obviously beat the Bills, and then the Patriots get revenge on the Titans. How about that? All right, well, can we beat the New England Patriots in the divisional round? Drum roll, please. We do not. We lose by 3 points, unfortunately. Oh, tough way for the year to end. Hey, but we do get a contract extension because we are not innocent. Or no, we are innocent. Never mind. That made no sense. And Braden Galloway didn't get the death boost. Okay, that's all okay. It was a very good, successful 4th year in this Texans rebuild. So, you know, we have a... Okay, this is just crazy. A Patriot and Chiefs rematch in the AFC Championship game. Zach Wilson had a good game too. Wow. That's sad. Oh, Kareem Hunt. Okay, wow. And Sony Michel. Okay, they ran the ball on us. Okay, they were playing some smash mouth football against us. Okay, well, yeah, let's just get to the offseason. Let's make some key adjustments to the team. All right, so here we are. And wow, a Super Bowl rematch again. The Eagles defeat the Patriots. I don't know what's going on in this franchise. That's insane. The Eagles, their 2 only Super Bowl wins are against the New England Patriots. How about that? So as you can see, we're letting go of Laramie Tunsil, Bradley Roby, and Ross Blacklock. I wanted to take a chance on Landon Galloway. I just thought he was a bit younger and cheaper because we already paid Jair Alexander $100 million. And we also have to pay Zach Wilson very, very shortly. So I was like, okay, maybe we can move on from Laramie Tunsil. We have the guy to replace him on the offensive line. So, yeah, quite crazy, though. We got a Super Bowl rematch. And, yeah, I let go of Ross Blacklock just to get Fletcher Cox, the man himself, because I really needed to boost up this defensive line. And, I mean, as you guys just saw, like, the Patriots ran all over us. So I'm like, hey, we could go Braden Galloway and Fletcher Cox inside. It's going to be so hard to run against us, and hopefully is the missing piece of this football team to make it to the Super Bowl. As we go through another draft class, it is the 4th or 5th off season, yeah. But here's a recap of the draft class. I traded away our 1st round draft pick, and I think the team is already good enough, so I just drafted a lot of depth. We got Tremaine Roundtree, a backup running back, and we also drafted Will Ward, another backup linebacker. Really good thumper, 86 speed. I love my speed, like I said, a linebacker. Kevin Fullerton, Floyd Griffin, just backup players all over. The draft really wasn't going to help us anymore, so we're just getting loaded up and trying to make that big Super Bowl push. We have the quarterbacks. We have all the players. We just got to win games. So, as you can see, our floating head coach with the phone, not present at the time. Like I said, we are innocent here. So this is what the team is looking like for season number 5. And I really want to make it to the Super Bowl. This team has a ton of potential. Auden Tate is our tight end. Offensive line is still looking great, by the way. So, yeah, Montez Sweat, Nick Bosa, Fletcher Cox. Such a great team. I really hope we can make that push and make it to the Super Bowl. Because like look at our roster. We've got everything that we need. We've got a great secondary. We've got a great defense. I mean, I know yards are given up by a lot. Our special teams are young, are great. So, yeah, guys, here we are. Let's get ready for season number 5. As you can see, I put Jalen Darden in the slot just in case. I want to see what he can do there yet again. I know DJ Moore put up great numbers, but this is it. Can we try to make it to the Super Bowl for the first time in Texans history? You're telling me I made all those moves and we are 3-4 at the mid-season point. Oh, okay, Colts are leading the division this time. We have a 30th ranked offense, but that's because of the bye week. But how about the defense? 20th, even with the bye week. Okay, our defense is off. I don't get it. Zach Wilson, 15 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. That's a lot better than he's done in past years, actually. Offense, we're doing all right. The run game is doing okay. Jalen Darden's doing his thing in the slot. DJ Moore, down year because of the numbers, and he's not in the slot. Right now, I'm using the Tennessee Titans playbook. It's really like dependent on the slot position, but I might need to find another. I might have to change it up because the offense and defense aren't doing things as well as I thought it would. Fletcher Cox has 6 sacks though on the team, which is really nice to see. Pass rush looks a little bit better with the addition of Fletcher Cox. Jair and Lonnie Johnson both have 2 picks. I love to see that. And then how about for kicking? We have 4 for 5 for Riley Patterson. Not bad. But here are some of the big contracts I got to hand out this year. Starting off with Zach Wilson. I am giving you the bank. You are our franchise quarterback now that Deshaun Watson isn't here. So I was like, you know what? I want to up the deal just a bit more. I was willing to give him a 6-year, $200 million contract. And he indeed takes the contract. And he's got a bright future and hopefully leads us to the promised land. Jalen Darden, that's a really cheap contract for his production, but hey, it's Madden. 5 years, $35 million. Really appreciate it. I let Max Duffy go and Rasul Douglas. Just thought, they're just a bit up there in age, and punter is easily one of the easiest positions to figure out. It's just I wanted that hidden dev punter, so I'm like, hey, why not? I am going to sign Amen here. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm saying his name correctly, but hey, you're on our team. You're going to be playing outside linebacker for us. You're a great coverage guy. 80 overall superstar development. Trey Hill, our starting right guard at the moment. He was going to be our center, but hey, I think we had Nick Martin there for the longest time. But hey, Trey Hill, give you a 4-year deal, $24 million over that period. And then Fletcher Cox, hey, you're great and all, but I just wanted a 1-year test with you, and that's pretty much it. But however, I did want to give a contract to Riley Patterson. I thought, hey, he hasn't been that bad as our kicker, so I was like, hey, that is perfect, and he does accept the contract. So, yeah, we're 3-4 on the year, and unfortunately for us, we don't make the playoffs at 8-8. Another 8-8 season. I don't understand how we do this stuff. I mean, hey, I was happy we were 3-4 at the midseason point a little bit because we weren't 1-7, but I don't know. I think the playbook is just a bit too inconsistent. I thought the Titans would be a great playbook to use in this simulation, but it really hasn't helped out the defense as much. So, I mean, I think what happens is that playbook is so pass heavy due to the slot. So you're getting so many big plays, you're getting touchdowns, and the defense has to come back on the field. So offense was ranked 23rd, defense was ranked 30th. Oh man, I am not a defensive coordinator here. Zach Wilson, he did lower down the interceptions, which is really great to see. 31 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. That is exactly what you want to see after he's been putting up some high interception numbers over the past few years. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, though, unfortunately did get over 1,000 yards, which sucks. But Jalen Darden, he was doing his thing. DJ Moore almost got to 1,000 yards yet again. And then Russell Gage, he's been good for the time being, but just wanted to move on, maybe get another playmaker instead. The offensive line's been playing alright. It hasn't been exceptional, but it was alright, especially with the loss of Laramie Tunsil. And then Montez Sweat led our team in sacks, along with Braden Galloway with 8.5. I'd love to see that. But yeah, wow, Fletcher Cox had 6 sacks at the midway point, had nothing else. Wow, really disappointing. Got some more interceptions a bit. Riley Patterson, hey, I will take those numbers. Only missed 2 kicks all year. He's been getting a lot better, so happy I gave him a good contract. Good 5 years security with him. And this is how the things are looking right now. We just barely missed out on the playoffs yet again. 3 teams finished 8-8, and we were the odd team out. So yeah, it's been tough. It's been really tough. We've only made the playoffs, I believe, what? It was just last season? Yeah, it was only last season. So that really, really sucks. But how about this? The New York Giants beat the Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl. So that's interesting and all. But you guys will never guess who the quarterback was for the Giants. It was Aaron Rodgers. He leaves Green Bay. In the 1 year that he does leave Green Bay, he wins a Super Bowl. That is one of the craziest storylines I've ever seen, though, in Madden too. Like, the great Aaron Rodgers leaves Green Bay, just like how Tom Brady did. He leaves the Patriots, he gets a ring literally right away. Aaron Rodgers does the same thing, and man, what a storyline for him too, getting that final Super Bowl ring at age 40. So I thought that was nice. Saquon Barkley was a Super Bowl MVP. I don't know if I checked the stats, but I mean, I think it's well deserved if you're scoring 35 points. So yeah, I let all these other guys go in free agency, and I really wanted to make a splash, but there just really wasn't anybody there. So I thought the team was already pretty much stacked. We just got to win games here. So we drafted another offensive lineman, Callum Burns, and this is because of a potential trade I am going to be doing very, very shortly. I also just drafted another corner, Donald Griffin, another short cornerback out here. You know me, man. I love my size. I don't know why I said that so weirdly. But James Wilcox, here's our wide receiver. This guy has size, 6'5", absolute freak, and does that hidden development. We also drafted Justin Royster, which was a big guy to fill in on the defensive line spot. I also drafted Solomon Darby, a hidden dev running back on our team. Or in the draft, but hey, I was excited that I was able to get a hidden dev guy. Then we have Justin Costa at outside linebacker here. He looked at middle linebacker. I moved him to outside. And we just drafted a new punter because why not? And this guy was one of the fastest guys in the draft. And I just decided, hey, why not? Let's draft another fullback because our other fullback is going into a contract year. So this is what I ended up doing. I traded away Jordan Mailata in the 3rd round pick just to move spots in the 3rd. And I make the biggest trade of all in the offseason. Auden Tate, 1st round draft pick, and another D tackle for Devon Jordan because this is the guy who I missed out on. So I was like, hey, redemption. They needed a tight end. And it's weird because aren't you guys thinking they drafted Kyle Pitts and they have Mike Gesicki? Why would they need a tight end? Well, for some reason, they wanted a tight end. And I decided in free agency, I was going to sign the great Kyle Pitts. He made it to free agency with superstar development. I don't know why I showed the draft first and then free agency, but either way, it's the offseason. So you guys get the point. I gave Kyle Pitts a 6-year, $54 million contract, and you know damn well he took the contract. So yeah, he's playing out with Zach Wilson, Jalen Darden, DJ Moore. Like I said, I'm sorry. I don't know why I showed the draft before free agency, but hey, now the pick for Kyle Pitts, or the free agency edition of Kyle Pitts, now makes sense and was the reason why I traded away Auden Tate. So yeah, that's the way it is. The team looks amazing now going into season number 6. We have Kyle Pitts, 93 overall tight end. This is one of the best teams I've ever rebuilded. We have a great running back. We have a great quarterback. We have a 99 overall receiver. James Wilcox will be our number 3 guy with that hidden dev. The offensive line is extremely young. And they got some good development outside of Titus Howard, who still has star. We've got Nick Bosa. We have Braden Galloway. Braden Galloway and Devon Jordan. Nastiest secondary to ever step on the field. It was overall a great rebuild for this part. I moved Jalen back to the slot. And this time, I decided to do a bit of a scheme change. I decided to go with the Bears offensive playbook. I just thought, hey, we need to figure things out because the Titans playbook wasn't working. And the defensive playbook, I also changed as well. I forgot what I had originally. But, hey, Kyle Shanahan, you run that 4-3. So I want to see what the results that we get there for season number 6. And the team now, I thought, was a Super Bowl contender. this is the ultimate Super Bowl contender. So let's get straight to season number 6. And here we are at the midseason point. We are 6-2 on the year. The Bears playbook is working. It looks like the defense is doing its thing for the most part, right? Hopefully 6th rated offense. 28 defense. Okay, never mind. I don't know how, but we're winning football games. That's all I care about. Zach Wilson, 18 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Only sacked 10 times. Love to see it. Running the ball, Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Derek Noble. He was a guy that I put on our practice squad. Don't know why he was an 81 overall running back on the practice squad, but nobody wanted him because he had normal development. Come on, Madden. Alright, offense is doing great. Sacks, not bad. Rookies and those other guys, they're holding up just fine. I mean, I'll take that. And then sacks. Hey, 6 for Nick Bosa. Not bad thus far. We're getting some pressure. I wish we could get more pressure, but it is what it is. But we have 2 interceptions, so. And Riley Patterson has 2 missed kicks, which I will take. Not bad. Devon Jordan. Hey, I traded for you. Now I'm going to give you the bag, all right? 6 years. And I believe it was $63 million. And I was surprised we still have cap space. So I'm like, wow. That addition of me not signing Laramie Tunsil was extremely huge. But we have a lot of other players here that we need to give contracts to. I didn't sign guys like Tyce Howard anymore. I wanted to go with Mike Gordon, a bit younger guy here. So a 4-year extension with $32 million was the goal there. And then Braden Galloway. Hey, I took you over Devon Jordan, but I still love your ratings. I'm going to give you a contract, but only for a 4-year extension. Jordan is our guy, but Galloway, I got mad props too. He's been developing good. Not as fast, but his ratings are extremely key. So here we are. Can we make it to the playoffs? And we do make it at 12-4, but we don't win the division because the Colts, they were able to just win out, and we were on a 2-game losing streak, which really sucks. But hey, we're in the playoffs yet again after missing out last season. I thought last season would be the season that we would maybe make it to the Super Bowl, but we truly underachieved. And how about the Niners now? 3-13 with Deshaun Watson. I mean, pretty much, I would say Deshaun Watson has won this trade because he's already won 2 rings. And look at that. Look at that battle between them in Week 13. 35-34. Excellent matchup, but Zach Wilson came to play. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. And here are the stats. So we had top 10 offense and the average defense, of course. 16th isn't bad. Points scored, 9th is good. And then points allowed, 5th. That is a key thing for defense. Zach Wilson, that's a great season. 38 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. On the ground, Clyde Edwards-Helaire finally got over 1,000 yards yet again with 11 touchdowns. And DJ Moore and Jalen Darden. Those are great numbers, along with Kyle Pitts. James Wilcox, I was happy about his production. Not bad for a number 3 guy. And he's getting a big morale boost because we're in the playoffs, baby. On the offensive line, not bad. Like I said yet again, I think he was only sacked, or Zach Wilson was sacked, 20 times, I think I saw. So, hey, defense, we're getting pressure as well. Chris Barnes, 3 interceptions yet again. Riley Patterson, 82%. He's always been in that range for, kicking, so I will definitely take that. Honestly, you want them to make all their kicks, but hey, it is what it is. And here we are for a wild card matchup against the New England Patriots here. They are 10-6 on the season, and let's get right into the simulation. So how I'm doing this, I'm simming these games by quarters, as we are down 7-0 here, but we've tied up at the end of the second quarter, or to begin the second quarter, 7-7. As we're going through the second quarter very quickly, and we take a 16-7 lead here in Foxborough, which is great to see. All right, and looks like we are up 24-14, 31-14, and that is hopefully going to be the game if we can hang on strong here. 34-14, and we do hang on. So the Houston Texans will be moving on to the divisional round. I don't know who our opponent will be. But, hey, great game there from the Texans. They played strong. Zach Wilson didn't turn the ball over, as Jameis Winston did. So, on the ground, Clyde's been huge. 27 carries, 113 yards, and a tutty. And Zach Wilson also had rushing touchdowns. And DJ Moore had the big game we were looking for. So, yeah, not bad game whatsoever. and hopefully we can keep things going. I don't want this franchise rebuild to end just yet. So, Chris Barnes, Desmond King, good to see you guys got some interceptions. And let's move on to the divisional round of the playoffs. All right, so here we are in the divisional round going up against the Las Vegas Raiders. How about this? And how about their stadium? Extremely well built here in the game. And here we are in the first quarter. We are in a tie ball game, 0-0, and we were okay. We were at the 1 yard line and we scored there. So 7-3 here in Las Vegas. Missed the extra point, but we'll take a 20-3 lead there at halftime. Never mind, 20-10. Okay, so the Texans, they're driving 23-17, and we drive down. We don't get the 2-point conversion. Things are getting interesting here. Come on, drive down. Yes, 36-24, and that's going to be the ball game. 36-24 here, and that was a really close game. And they had Joe Burrow. Oh, man. That's a crazy offense. Oh, man. Zach Wilson, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Both these quarterbacks played great as well, man. Joe Burrow, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. On the ground, Clyde led the way, but Derek Noble had 3 rushing touchdowns. Okay, that's impressive. That's really impressive. And then receiving, DJ Moore had the touchdown along with Jalen Darden. So, hey, offense came up big because the defense, they gave up a lot of points, I would say. I don't know what they did for turnovers. I don't know if there was a fumble, but hey, we got the job done, and we're moving on to the AFC Championship game. Let's go. So here we are for the AFC Championship game going up against the Lamar Jackson-led Baltimore Ravens. Or Baltimore Ravens led by Lamar Jackson. You get the point. We're in the AFC Championship game. I'm excited because we have not been in this territory. So at the end of the first quarter, we are looking at a 3-0 ball game here in Baltimore. But Lamar Jackson, he's got that scrambling cheese in the Sims. So right now, though, we have a tie ball game, and we are still tied after halftime. Okay, so things are looking good. Come on, Ravens. Ooh, they're getting close to the red zone. Getting really nervous. First on 10. Okay, simming slowly. Marco Amos. And a touchdown to J.D. Moore. Not DJ Moore. J.D. Moore. Oh, man. Madden, these names are just Dude, come on. Really? We went from DJ Moore to J.D. Moore. Oh. All right, well, I went to a fast sim, and looks like we have to punt. Things are getting interesting now. Defense, I need you to come up big, please. All right, that's not bad. Good job, defense. Come on. About 9 minutes remaining left in this ball game. We got to be able to tie it up here. We're driving downfield, and we do tie it up here in Baltimore. Okay, so we got a tie ball game here. What can we do? What can we do? The Ravens are punting. Okay, so how about we watch some of the game here? I want to see how this game really unfolds. Let's get into it. It's really nerve-wracking. You got 2 minutes and 23 seconds left of this ball game. Winner goes to the Super Bowl. Here's Zach Wilson now at the 20-yard line, starting off in the shotgun. Clyde Edwards-Helaire to the left. Here's the handoff to Clyde, and he's going to get a gain of around 1 on the play, and that's going to lead us straight to the 2-minute warning. All right, so back here in Baltimore. 2-minute drill here for Zach Wilson in his young career. Here's Wilson. Pass can be called outside. Caught by Jalen Darden. Breaks a tackle, and he picks up the first down. In the no huddle, here's Zach Wilson. The shotgun trips top of your screen. As Wilson takes a snap, and the pass into triple coverage is nearly intercepted there. Risky throw there from Zach Wilson, but hey, we're still alive. Ball at the 32. A field goal can win this ball game. Here's Wilson checking it down to Kyle Pitts for a gain around 4 there. So one of the biggest third downs of the ball game. Zach Wilson at the 36-yard line in the shotgun. Wilson looking, and it's caught! DJ Moore! He is gone! Voice cracking, and the Texans take the lead. Oh man, what a scenario there for the Texans. All right, we just got to hold this lead. Lamar Jackson gets the ball and he slides down to the 36-yard line. But what a play by DJ Moore in crunch time along with Zach Wilson. Here's Lamar Jackson now floating it up the seam and it's caught. Oh no, Ravens getting closer into near the end zone. Ball at the 33. They are moving fast. And here's Jackson up the post route. It's intercepted. It's Jair Alexander, his former teammate at Louisville. Guys, we are 41 seconds away from the Texans reaching their first Super Bowl in history. That's a great run by Clyde to get out of the end zone. We don't want a safety in this situation. We want to go to the big game, the big bowl game. So at the 5, 6 yards away from victory. Ravens still had all 3 timeouts. They just used one there. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he's going to get a yard short of the first down marker, and this is game right here. Houston, do it for Houston. This is like 6 years in the future. Or no, 5 years in the future, because the last season just has happened. But here we are. Hand off to Clyde, and that's going to do it. Clyde Edwards-Helaire breaking a few tackles. The Texans are going to their first Super Bowl in franchise history. Man, what a game that was. Those clutch plays at the end with Jair Alexander picking off his former teammate at Louisville, to Zach Wilson throwing the game-winning touchdown to DJ Moore. I believe that was a double move play. It didn't show, but he got so much separation on that. And it's the reason why we are going to the Super Bowl, baby. Let's go. So after not making it to the playoffs last year, we're going to the Super Bowl. This is a Super Bowl caliber team. We have all the talent in the world. We got the receivers. We got the secondary. We got the defense. We got the offensive line. We got the running backs too. I don't know why Daz Newsome's name is, blurred out. I mean, Daz isn't even a bad name. Come on, Madden. But yeah, DJ Moore, crunch time, playmaking ability. For sacks, we got one by Devon Jordan. So it looks like Zach Wilson was pressured all game. 4 sacks is a lot. So, but hey, we're going to the Super Bowl, and I really wonder who our opponent will be. And here we are for the Super Bowl. We are going up against my favorite team. How about this? Super Bowl weekend against the Green Bay Packers. The 9-7 Green Bay Packers. Pretty sure led by Jordan Love. So, all right. Can Houston finally do it? Green Bay's got a great team. Let's see if Houston can get its first Super Bowl ring. Alright, so here we are, straight into the simulation. We have a 3-0 ball game here in the very first quarter of the Super Bowl. As we do go up 6-0, but we don't end the drive with the touchdown. But that one we do, and we are up 20-10 here at the end of the first half. Another big interception there on Jordan Love, 27-10. We just got hang on to this lead. Here in the fourth quarter, up 30-10 here. Green Bay, can they make the comeback? Okay, they get 17, but that's it. Game over. Houston is a city of a champion once again. And that's going to do it for me, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this rebuild. We're going to go through some of the stats really quick. Zach Wilson had a phenomenal game and was a well-deserved Super Bowl MVP. We made plays on Jordan Love, getting 3 interceptions against him. And yeah, I'm really happy how this first Madden 21 rebuild I've done in a long time went. I mean, it went really well. This video went over an hour, but hey, hopefully you guys do enjoy more of this content. First video ever on my gaming channel, and you know, I'm taking a chance. Hopefully maybe this video does get big, maybe it doesn't, but hey, it's a good learning process. Happy about all the work I put in. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and remember, I love you guys all, and as always, just remember to stay great.